Let's have some fun.
Cammy, where have you been? I've been looking for you. Are you alright?
This feeling, I know it well.
It's Mayor Cody. He got the nerf pipe and he used it on you. You lost your sight switches.
I can't believe this.
Cody is coming for everyone. He's gonna nerf every character until they put him in Street Fighter 6. So recently Capcom put out a balance patch for Street Fighter 6 and this patch affected every single character in the roster. Everyone got some changes, and if there is a group of players that are not happy, it is Cammy players. They felt this patch like a gut punch because Cammy is one of the characters that did receive the harshest nerfs, and Cammy players are extremely vocal about them being unhappy about her changes. There are some facts about Cammy that we need to discuss because Cammy is the most successful character in Capcom Pro Tour currently. There are 8 Cammys in Capcom Cup, and I know what Cammy players will say, but Mura, there are 4 secondaries, and yes, there are 4 of the 8 are secondaries, but this almost paints the picture in an even worse light because there are 4 players who solo mained Cammy into the cup, so she's very successful as a solo character, but also you can easily pick her up as a secondary and still get results. I don't know if that's better, to be honest. Anyways, Cammy mainly received 3 major nerfs in this balance patch. It was a nerf to her crouching medium punch, and a nerf to the OD reversal, and a nerf to the dive kick, especially the OD dive kick, right? So today we're gonna talk about the nerfs, what actually happened, and are Cammy players overreacting? I'm personally someone who thinks that Cammy was pretty good, was very strong, but I don't think I'm a Cammy hater or really thinks he was that crazy overtuned. Anyways, Capcom nerfed the OD reversal where it no longer switched sides, and they did a nerf to the OD dive kick where now if you happen to land this, especially low height dive kick, you're gonna be 0 on hit, meaning that if you happen to get a punish counter, you're only gonna be +4, meaning that you get a crouching jab. And because of the pushback, you're not getting a crouching jab into the back medium punch, so she lost the ability to side switch. And I know what Cammy players are saying, why did they take out her side switch completely? But calm down, Cammy, calm down. And let's just really discuss this as adults. Let's really discuss this, right? Prior to this patch, if you are as a Cammy player were knocked down in the corner, right, and you had to choose a defensive option, you could wake up with an OD reversal and that switch sides. You could wake up with an OD dive kick, and if you got the hit, that switch side. You could wake up and fish for a perfect parry, and obviously if you got it, that could lead to a side switch. You can wake up jab and you can combo into an OD spiral arrow to switch side. You could wake up jab and combo into her back medium punch TC to get a side switch as well, even on a back dash punish, etc. This means that Cammy effectively, every single one of her wake up defensive options were leading into putting your opponent into the corner. Every single one of them side switched. And this is just crazy in a game where just getting your opponent to the corner is the win condition. This is where everyone wins in this game. You get into the corner and you throw loops him. And Cammy was one of the best characters in the game defensively, not only because she has the options, but because they do reward you so much by immediately giving you the corner again, which is absolutely tremendous. And the changes, when you really think about them, they are there are some good with the bad as well, because the OD reversal, yes, you don't get the corner immediately, but also if you are pressing your opponent to the corner and say the opponent try to enforce a mix-up by going for a medium into drive rush, you can now OD uppercut and you get to keep the corner on offense. The dive kick. The dive kick is a mad good option. Just because the option exists, that actually is still crazy good. You can still convert into side switch, although that's gonna be more expensive if you're willing to go for the OD spiral arrow, or if you're willing to go for a drive rush to get the conversion. So it is still there, but if you compare it to what the rest of the roster is getting, for example, Chun-Li, she does a combo but not side switch. Judy also gets a combo but not a side switch. Bison get just a knockdown down, although he can get the plus frames. The Bison is kind of weird, but it doesn't punish most of the time. Anyways, I seen so many Cammy players say, but Ken still gets his meterless side switch, and so does Cammy actually. Ken only gets a side switch if he gotten like the jab into the medium punch TC, and Cammy still gets the same exact thing. If you like backdash punish or wake up with a button, you still do get it. And there are some good with the ban as well, because the dive kick is now completely safe. Like now it's -1, -2, you're not getting punished if your opponent called this out, which is a benefit. So you're still getting a punish if you got the hit, and if the opponent baited it, you're still completely safe. In many ways, that's even better. What do you guys think? You're convinced? I hope so. If you like the video but you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Over 70% of my viewers aren't, so you get to see more of me and my friends, the EX-Men. And yes, like in my canon, Magneto is I recruited him. Excuse the silliness and enjoy the rest of your video. So what we can see from these changes is that Capcom wants Cammy to have the utilities. They are still there, but it's just that the moves now are a little bit less rewarding. The dive kick, almost better in many ways, I'm not gonna lie. Like being safe, I will take it over the side switch. And obviously the OD reversal it's a change, and I know that a lot of Cammy players don't really love it, but it's kind of fair within the context. And it's kind of funny to me, to be honest, because like Cammy was like so far up ahead. Like some characters would they would do anything to have one of these two options, and Cammy got both of them, and yeah. The other major change to Cammy is a change to her crouching medium punch, where the move now is a little bit easier to whiff punish. The hurt box is extended a little bit longer, and I know it's like now this move is easy to whiff, and that's really not the case. Your opponents still have to be really focused, really good to get the whiff punch on. It's still a medium, it's not a heavy that you're gonna whiff punish on reaction every time. It's none of that. And notice what I said, easier to whiff punish. They didn't change the move hitbox at all, and that is what made this move great anyway, because this move have an amazing disjoint. The red extends but the green, making it one of the best moves when it comes to like hitbox interactions, and the move is still extremely rewarding if you happen to get the hit. So I do think this normalization is very fair, especially when you consider that Cammy got one of the better walk speeds in the game, and the fact that this move could lead to a lot. It's a nerf, don't get me wrong, but you have to also remember that it's not only Cammy that got nerfed this patch. You have to take a look at the other contenders. Everything I talked about so far about Cammy is something that is a little bit situational, but others, like for example Akuma, his walk speed, his back walk got nerfed. This is something that's gonna affect him every single moment of gameplay. There is also the changes to his OD fireball, or just fireballs in general, where now he have hurt box. This fundamentally changed the character. Because now he have to be a lot more careful whenever he's throwing fireballs. Ken got nerfed, where he no longer gets TP Oki. This is also like something that is very similar to Cammy, where he was one of the characters that were turning defense into offense immediately, but that is not there anymore. Ed, a character that also lost way more utility in his kit, whether we're talking about the defensive checks, whether we're talking about the backstep, way more than Cammy. And with all of that being said, with all of that into consideration, and the fact that Cammy is still a character with a ton of corner carry, I don't think people really realize that how much Cammy carries you to the corner with her combos. With all of that being said, I do think Cammy is generally still gonna be a really solid, fantastic character. I still think she will be one of the best characters in the game. Yes, you have to consider that previously they nerfed her OD spin knuckle a little bit against fireballs, so it's kind of like the second time where Cammy keeps getting nerfed. Like I get that, and I get that this kind of stinks, but overall I still think she's gonna be in a fantastic place and still be considered like a very strong character. I don't think Cammy is going away anytime soon. She's here to stay, and I do think this is one of the characters that Capcom really like. I've been playing Street Fighter competitively since 2009, right? And ever since Super Street Fighter 4, Cammy have been good. This is like what? This is like 14, 15 years of my like life now where Cammy's good. Cammy's never gonna be bad. It's impossible for Cammy to be bad in a Street Fighter game. So don't worry about it. She's a little bit weaker. Yes, a lot of other characters got weaker as well. A lot of other characters lost defensive options. So I still think it's gonna be fine for Cammy in the end. It's not really that bad. I really don't think it's that bad. I think I think Ed is a character that's gonna like drop down a lot harder. Maybe Akuma even before Cammy, if I'm being honest. Anyways, if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.